It's been very interesting for me throughout my career in politics since I was 21 years old, and I'm coming up on 19 years doing this now. The Republican Party, up until Donald Trump came along, was always looking for a hero, always looking for that new idol. You know, they had latched on to Reaganism, and Ronald Reagan is the gold standard, but they could never find anybody to take over that mantle as just the king of the Republican Party. Until, of course, Donald Trump came along, created a cult, and that's what the Republican Party is today. Or at least that's what the Republican Party was up until Tuesday, when Donald Trump's hand-picked candidates suffered humiliating losses all across the country. But there is one person who emerged victorious. Not just victorious, absolutely wiped the floor with his Democratic opponent, resulting in the largest victory in the history of the state that he was running in. And that person is unfortunately Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Won by over 1.5 million votes. He won by 32,000 votes 4 years ago. So he stretched his lead from 32,000 to 1.5 million. We've never seen a margin of victory like that in the state of Florida, not in our governor's races, and sure as hell not in presidential races that are typically decided by tens of thousands, every now and then 100 or 2,000 votes. DeSantis did it by 1.5 million, while Trump's people across the country were losing. And even after DeSantis had been personally attacked by Donald Trump just 4 days prior to the election. It is official. Ron DeSantis is the new king of the GOP. Donald Trump has officially been dethroned, and DeSantis is the guy now. I don't think anybody out there can deny this with a straight face or without knowing that they're lying to themselves. Trump's day is over. But DeSantis' day is just beginning. Now, even though, of course, this does set up a massive showdown, I think after that victory, by the way, that DeSantis had, such a massive margin, I don't think there's any way he doesn't throw his hat into the ring for 2024. Like, that is huge momentum, even though, again, Florida is a deep red state. It is not a swing state. It is not purple. It's deep red. Formerly Democratic areas, strongholds in the state actually voted for DeSantis. It's a red state now, folks. But anyway, even though he's in a deep red state, he still has that momentum. So even though, again, I don't think he can play well nationally, I do not think he can win, he doesn't see that. His people don't see that. The Republican Party doesn't see that. They just see a guy that wiped the floor with his opponent, a guy that used to be the governor as a Republican, and they see momentum and they recognize that and they want to ride that into 2024. Meanwhile, Donald Trump just got humiliated. He was embarrassed. Reports have said he spent the last 2 days screaming at everybody at Mar-a-Lago, including Melania, because he's so mad, because he's such a loser. And losers don't get to be king anymore. That title now rests with Ron DeSantis. What he decides to do with it from here on out is completely up to him. And of course, a terrifying thought for the entire country.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.